Hey guys, welcome to Spandana's Kitchen.
Today we'll be making ravioli. They originated as a traditional food in Italian cuisine. Ravioli are commonly square, though other forms are also used, including circular and semicircular. They are typically served with delicious tomato or cream based pasta sauce. Start by blanching spinach without wasting time. Now we will move on to grate our cottage cheese or paneer. Ideally, ricotta cheese is used in ravioli. Ricotta is a soft cheese that has fine, moist, and grainy texture. Cottage cheese is much lumpier in texture, so ricotta is not easily available in Indian market, and we will try to get ricotta-like texture using cottage cheese and cream. For 100 grams of cottage cheese or paneer, I have used 2 tablespoons of fresh cream. Once the cream and paneer are well combined, drain the excess water from spinach and finely chop it. Make sure it doesn't release this extra water because we don't want our filling to be runny and later spoil the ravioli while boiling. Add the spinach and give it a nice mix. Once you are happy, add a teaspoon of black pepper. We will add salt just before putting the filling inside the pasta sheet, else it will lead to release water from the mixture. When everything is well combined, we will move on to the pasta sheets. There are two ways of making ravioli. Either we can use ready-made lasagna sheets or make homemade pasta sheet. Here I will show both the ways. First, we will start with making the dough. Start by adding 3/4 cup of maida. To that, we will add a tablespoon of cooking oil and give it a nice mix. Adding a pinch of salt always enhances the flavor. Then slowly add water and knead it into a soft dough. I have used less than 1/4 cup of water. Once the dough is soft, cover it with a wet cloth and keep it aside for 15 minutes to rest. While the dough is resting, I'll show you the second and quick way of making ravioli by using lasagna sheets. Add few lasagna sheets to the boiling water and allow them to cook for 5 to 7 minutes. Once they are soft and tender, carefully take out the lasagna sheets using a pair of tongs. I have already cooked few lasagna sheets and showing two in front of you. Don't let these sheets to sit for long, else they will tend to stick to each other. The best way is to place each sheet on a different plate if you are a beginner. For making the ravioli pockets, we need a natural glue that will help the lasagna sheets to stick to each other. For that, take a tablespoon of maida or all-purpose flour. To that, add 1.5 tablespoon of water and make it into a thick batter. You can always choose to make this mix beforehand and keep it ready because trust me, the cooked lasagna sheets will quickly stick to each other. Here is the tricky part. Carefully lift the lasagna sheet and place it on the board. Now add salt to the filling as per your taste. Give it a nice mix and place a little amount of filling on lasagna sheet at some distance apart. With the help of a spoon, spread a little amount of maida mixture around the filling that will help the other lasagna sheet to stick easily. Now, carefully place the second lasagna sheet on top of it, making sure that there are no air bubbles. Press the top sheet around the filling. Repeat the same procedure around the second filling. If you still see few air bubbles, then with the help of a fork, puncture it and again seal it. With the help of a pizza cutter, separate both the ravioli. You can use a knife as well to cut the extra sheet to get the desired size. I always choose to use a pizza cutter because it rolls over the sheet to give a smooth cut. Cookie cutter is also an option to get a circular shaped ravioli. Carefully lift the ravioli and place it on a plate. Make sure to dust the plate with some flour to prevent the ravioli from sticking at the bottom. Similarly, prepare the raviolis using the remaining sheet. This was one way of making ravioli. Now let's move on to the second way. It's been 15 minutes and the dough has become soft and is ready to be rolled into a pasta sheet. Pinch a small ball and roll it with the help of a rolling pin. If you have a pasta machine, it is advised to use that, but nevertheless, this way will also take you very close to actual ravioli. Now using a plastic lid or a cookie cutter, cut small circular discs from the sheet and separate them. Take two circular discs and place a little amount of filling on one disc. Now place the other circular sheet on top of the filling and seal it properly. Since it's a raw dough, the sheet will stick easily and we don't require any paste to act as an adhesive. Make sure there are no air bubbles in it, but in case if you see them, use a fork to release it and then seal it. Here comes the fancy and important step. Using a fork, seal the ends. This will create a nice design as well as make sure that the ravioli does not burst while boiling. Once we are ready with all the circular raviolis, we can drop it in boiling water and allow it to cook for 15 minutes. It is not necessary to make circular raviolis. You can make any shape of your choice and enjoy the different shapes. When you reach around 12 to 15 minutes, you will see raviolis floating on the surface, which indicates that they are properly cooked. Take them out on a clean plate and let's move on to make the white sauce. Start by adding 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter and allow it to melt and release a nutty smell when it turns little brown. Now add 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour or maida and stir continuously to make sure it doesn't stick at the bottom and prevent it from burning. After some time, add 3 cups of milk and stir continuously and release all the lumps that are formed. Once you are happy with the texture, stop stirring and add some salt. To enhance the flavor, add in some oregano or mixed herbs. Here I have also used some basils. Well, this white sauce is also known as bechamel sauce, originated somewhere between France and Italy. The main ingredients of this sauce is butter, flour and milk. White sauce is a smooth silky sauce that just melts in your mouth. So it's very important to get rid of all the lumps. Now add the final ingredient to the sauce that just enhances the taste. Yes, it is black pepper. Add a little and it will do the magic. The sauce is ready and I just can't wait to taste this. Let's start plating by placing 2 raviolis in a deep bowl and pour the sauce over it. Ravioli is an Italian dumpling stuffed with ricotta, spinach, meat and other vegetables and typically served with a delicious tomato or cream-based pasta sauce. Do give it a try and we will soon meet with another interesting recipe. Till then, stay tuned, stay safe and spread the love. Bye-bye.